Namaste students, and today I am going to discuss you completely a new chapter altogether. Before I start the chapter, let me introduce with this. You are sitting in a particular room and there is a fan. I am asking you this question, whether that fan has a value? Yes, otherwise you wouldn't have fitted there, right? So fan has a value. You go by a scooty. Whether scooty has a value? Yes, it has some value, it has some benefits. You consider it is important. Yes, and you have some trousers, you have some shirts. Whether it has a value? Answer is yes. You answer most of the question as yes. Now I'm going to ask you whether a money, let us take an example of you have a new 500 rupee note with you, and I have taken this example for your understanding. Whether this 50 rupee note, whether this 50 rupee note has a value, please do answer. Whether this 50 rupee note has a value, yes, all these are important and you consider it is valuable. It could be any amount, it could be 1 rupee coin to any amount, right? A student, next very important, I want to ask you whether your time has a value. Yes, you may
Yes,
in the Olympics, due to few seconds gold medal turns into a silver or it's bronze. This has a value. The time has lot of value. Students, and for a chartered accountancy student, missed by few marks, to score 200, a student scored, not you, some other classroom student got 198 because of 1 or 2 marks. He may have tried the examination once again after 6 months. It is too much value because the 2 marks will take him 6 months delay in the success. This so many things related to the time. Probably when you are first standard, whatever you used to get with 1 rupee, now you don't get with that 1 rupee. Over the period of time, that the value of that time has been changed. Therefore, student, what I want to relate with a new chapter, very important chapter to you, it's called as time value of money. What does it mean? Let us consider you have a money in, let us consider 1960. Your granny used to have 1 rupee, 1960, long back. Now let us assume granny is 90 plus now, and you have 1 rupee now. Let us consider an example of 1 rupee. That time 1960 ka 1 rupee and today 1 rupee. Can you tell your granny both are same? No. That 1960 ka 1 rupee has more value, more worthiness compared to today's 1 rupee. In 1960, granny used to have dozens of children, and with 1 rupee she used to feed the dozens of children with 1 rupee, right? And that was, she used to take basket full of goods and services with 1 rupee. Now today in 2020, forget basket full of goods, even pocket will not fill 1 rupee. There's a difference with that 1 rupee and this 1 rupee. 1960 ka 1 rupee and today 1 rupee has lot of difference. That's what we learn. That 1 rupee, today's 1 rupee, what value has been changed over time. That's called time value of money. I hope all of you understood. Which is more valuable? Is it your 1 rupee or granny's 1 rupee? Nimma dudda, nim ajji dudda. 1 rupee of your granny is more valuable, right? I think I'm not scolding your granny, right? So nim ajji 1 rupee more valuable than your 1 rupee because that is very long back. Jokes apart, coming very very straight pointers. So time value of money is basically discusses the money over a period of time, how it's going to change, what is its value. Though there are many techniques, and it is linked with other chapters also. Let us see, all of you, I will ask you this question. Let us see how much you can able to recollect. Assume in 1980, let us consider example 1980 100 rupee. Today that to make similar expenditure, that 100 rupees is not sufficient. Let me say, consider you are going to spend 890 rupees. Which chapter I am relating? That 1 year long back, and that 100 rupee will not be sufficient today. I am looking at the chat box. You have to spend more money. That 100 rupee is what now you are going to learn in a chapter in statistics. Let me check which is the chapter is that about. 100 rupee of that 1980, this year what value is that? Please do answer. Inflation is an economics term. Yeah, right. Some of you rightly said it is an index number. There are many factors. Some of you write in economics, we may link understand about inflation and deflation. Index number is one chapter. Here we learn with one technique of the time value called as interest. And I'm going to discuss that chapter about the interest, what was in the earlier syllabus, interest and annuity in CA CPT. Now in the CA foundation, it is termed as time value of money. It's very interesting. And I was asking this question to many of the students, just earlier. All of you are excited to come to CA intermediate somewhere in the next July 2021 after writing May examination. And if the answer is yes, and then remember in the intermediate, this chapter again continues in the subject called as financial management. Though that is directly it is not there, but this chapter again is going to come there, with various bits and pieces. That is in the intermediate. Assume somewhere in the next year, that is the 1 year later, 2022, when you enter into CA final, feeling excited, feeling happy, want to be CA final student very quickly after intermediate and final. If yes, again you have a subject called as strategic financial management. Again you're going to learn. Assume you completed chartered accountancy at your all at first go, all the levels, and when you are in the either in the practice or in the job, this chapter has a lot of relevance. That chapter named as time value of money, big bold, all of you write again, time value of money. Over the period, the money has changed at what value? How do you link it? That we learn in this chapter. And before going to the very smaller parts, I'm going to ask you a very important thing. Please note, please do note in the interest time value of money. Earlier it was interest and annuities. Now time value. There is a lot of difference. Now, what is the difference is all about? Can anyone guess and let me know what is the difference is all about? This time value of money in the CA intermediate, it carries to you 30 to 40% weightage. Please make a note. In average, it is 35%. So you can expect around 35% weightage in your CA syllabus, and you cannot afford to miss that. Out of the 40 marks of your maths, business maths, 35% and 12, 14, 15 question comes from this chapter. And trust me, with the learning that you are going to do it, it will be a cakewalk to you. You will be doing the fantastic. For that, you have to note each and everything very clearly. And I'm going to take many basics, and I'm going to give you a lot of shortcuts to you, a lot of ideas to you. How do you crack this subject, or how do you crack this chapter particularly? One thing that you have to note is this chapter, since it revolves around all your calculations, interest, and worth of money, you need to have a good calculator. Only the commercial or simple calculator, not the scientific calculator. Scientific calculator is not allowed to you. Okay, I'll take this first concept, first fundamental, time value of money. But before going to time value of money, I'm going to ask you this question again, the granny's question. I told granny's 1 rupee and today's yours 1 rupee. Which is more valuable? Granny's 1 rupee is more valuable than today's 1 rupee, or what you have 1 rupee. That was 1960 ka 1 rupee. That was not, and today you have 1 rupee. I told you today you will not get an even good chocolate out of 1 rupee. But that time your granny used to lead a family of dozens of children with that 1 rupee. That is basket full of goods and services. There's a lot of difference. I take little further again. You have 1 rupee, and let us consider your friend is going to say he will be having 1 rupee after 1 year. Which is more preferred? Will you like to have today's 1 rupee? I'll put it still simpler. Listen, you have 1 rupee now. I'm going to give you 1 rupee now. I'm going to give you 1 rupee a year later. Which one you prefer more? Is it today's 1 rupee you are looking more, or is 1 rupee after a year? Please do answer quickly. Which 1 rupee you are looking at? Today's 1 rupee or 1 rupee after a year? Okay, today. Most of you said today. Why? Why is that today 1 rupee you are excited about? Okay, one simple reason is don't know what is going to happen after 1 year. Correct? No? So many changes have already happened. We know after 1 year, there's so many things going to say. We are living in the era of uncertainty. That's one answer. And as some of you rightly expressing in the chat, please do note, today's 1 rupee you put in the bank, after a year it could be 1 rupee 10 paisa, correct? Or 100 rupee could be 110. With that 10 rupee you may have some more chocolate again. So 100 rupee becomes 110, 1 rupee becomes 1 rupee 10 paisa. Therefore, to note that 1 rupee today is more valuable than tomorrow's 1 rupee or 1 rupee later. 1 rupee after some time. If that is the case, then which one you prefer? Prefer today's 1 rupee rather than tomorrow's 1 rupee, right? You always want to have today's 1 rupee rather than tomorrow or future 1 rupee. And you believe today's 1 rupee is more valuable than tomorrow's 1 rupee. This is what I call exactly as TPM, time preference for money. All of you write in your notebook. This concept is called as time preference for money. You prefer the earlier rather than later. 100 rupee today and 100 rupee after 3 years is 100 rupee today more valuable. This is called as time preference for money. Now next, this is okay. Then how do you move further from this chapter? Now to evaluate, I told you a time value of money. There are many techniques. One is inflation. One is about index number we learned. One is about interest, etc., etc., etc. We learn basically in the business math interest. What we learn here, it is interest. So I'm going to discuss what is interest. How do we work it out? Before going to the next part, do you remember anything about interest? All of you remember? Anything you remember about interest in the schoolings? This is a quite simple chapter what you learned in the schoolings, but as you progress, you will learn many things that you're going to learn in this chapter again, even though you are learned in the schoolings, right? So what is that interest is all about? What is that interest? What is that interest component? Yes, anyone answer? Simple interest, compound interest. Very good. All of you know it. PTR by 100. Some of you are writing the formula. Excellent. Excellent. You can make out your, many recallings of your schoolings. Students, I will give you some different perspective about interest. Okay. Let us take one or two different examples to understand your interest. And basically, you have money. Assume that you have 10 lakh rupee with you. You don't want to keep the 10 lakh rupee with you, right? Why? Assume, let us take an example or assumption. You have 10 lakh rupee with you in your pocket. And assume that for the year, the pant is not changed. Let us not discuss about hygienic factors. Let us look at the 10 lakh, what happened. There's always a chance of you're losing money. A good thief can take away your money, pickpocket can happen. And, he may take away your purse. So you don't know. So that's why the 10 lakh you don't want to have with you, you put into bank. That's one reason. Other reason is, this one is about the risk involved in that. Other major reason is, it's not safe. Some of you are rightly answering. Other major reason is, please note, this 10 lakh will earn interest after a year. Now, why banker will give you interest? Why he will give you interest? He will take 10 lakh. He will assume that he adds 1 lakh rupee after a year, 11 lakh. So 10 lakh becomes 11 lakh, 1 lakh is interest. Now listen carefully, this is a very important point. The banker work is take the money, take the deposits and give it as loan. That's the major fund of bank, any bank for that matter. Though there are many other functionaries of the bank, there's one function is, receive the deposits and give the loan to the needy people. So lending and borrowing, these are the two concepts involved. So if you note this example of 10 lakh, this 10 lakh, banker will take, and the banker will give the 10 lakh to a person who is in need. And assume that banker will charge 15% to that fellow as a loan. 15% on 10 lakh will be 1,50,000. So that one sharing to you as a depositor. So this is basically interest for you as an investor. It is the income on investment. Can all of you write in your chat box? What is interest? It is income on investment. Simple. All of you written? Income on, quickly, where are the chat box fast? It is the income on investment. Super. Student, now what I will do is, I will link this interest component slightly different. Let us assume for a time being, you all have a nice property. There is a land, there is a building. Assume that, there's a one complete building portion, you are the owner. You purchased it long back. Okay. Now you are given that entire, let us assume, you have, let us consider 10,000 square feet area in one particular floor, complete big building. That 10,000 SFT square feet area you are given to a particular person or an individual or, partnership firm or a company, etc. You are given for them to use. They are doing business there. Will you just give that and is there any consideration you get? Obviously. What is the consideration? When you being the owner, when you give that building for a particular party to use it, what you will get? Rent. All of you rightly answered, it is rent. Excellent. Is there anything doubt you have here? No, it is your building. It is used by a particular bank. Let us consider, company or bank or whatever. So they have to give you rental to you. How much is the rental? Let me assume for a simple simplicity, 1 lakh rupee rental. How much is the rental? 1 lakh. For a year, how much? 1 lakh into 12, it is 12 lakh rental. I think this is clear. 12 lakh rupee rent you get. Now, let us look at what is the worth of that building. Assume that 10,000 SFT. For discussion sake, it is 1 crore worth. 1 crore worth property I am giving to you, you are giving to a particular banker or a particular company or an individual to do his business. So he has to give you a rental income called as 12 lakh. I think this is simple funda. Everyone understood? Please do answer. Is this understood to you? Yes. Excellent. I will slightly change it now. You have another 1 crore rupee with you. You don't want to invest in building. You don't want to invest in building. What do you want to do? You want to give it to a particular person who is in need. Now let us consider the need is a bank. Let me name it as Canara Bank. What he will do is he will take your 1 crore money. So he will take 1 crore money and he will use it. Like that you have given the earlier 10,000 SFT for a particular company to use it. Similarly, this fellow, the banker, will take your 1 crore, he will use it. What he will use? For another person who is in need, there is one industry is coming up, you wanted 1 crore, your money will be diverting there. Like earlier, the company used to use your premises and the company used to give the rent. Exactly same way, Canara Bank is taking your money. Canara Bank is using, means giving to another person who is in need of money. Therefore, Canara Bank, since the money is used, since your money is used, Canara Bank will share to you similar to rental. We call it as interest. What do we call it, my dear student? Interest. Therefore, what did we understand with this example? Like earlier, interest is, you said, it is basically a compensation for investment or income on investment. Another way of looking at it is interest is similar to rental income. You are building, you will get rent. Similarly, you have money, you are given to a bank, you are given to a particular person, you will get what is that consideration for your money is called as interest. Interest income is similar to a rental income. I think all of you understood with this. Now the next is, how do you calculate interest? As all of you said, simple interest, compound interest, etc., etc. I'm going to discuss all these pointers to you, but we consider two important points before I go. Two important concepts. Concept one, we learned time value of money. Can all of you write again? The time value of money is also called as what? Please do answer. Is it time preference for money? Yes. Excellent. Then the other pointer which I said, is there are many techniques of your time value of money. One technique we considered is interest. So this chapter is basically discuss about interest and annuities, as that earlier name we call TVM. What is interest? How do you work out? We learned two things. It's the income on investment, simple words. Other one we learned is similar to rental income. Student, all these pointers I want you to write. Will all of you write? So write all these pointers, whatever I discussed so far. Even if it is very simple example, all that you write, I will give you, I will explain with you in the after 2-3 minutes after you writing each pointers. What I will do is I will take the example of simple interest and compound interest. Let us consider your deposit of 1 lakh or 10 lakh. You invest for 4 years. In simple interest, how do you calculate? In compound interest, how do you calculate? And you may be knowing few formula. And I am going to give you all that formula in a slightly different way. So let us take for 2-3 minutes, wherein you have to write all these pointers again, and I will come back and discuss the calculation of interest. What is simple interest? What is compound? You may tell it's simple. No, sir, PTR by 100. It is not that simple. That's what I always tell. The journal entry is there in your PUC 1 or 11th standard. It goes till your, chartered accountancy completion stage. But in every stage, you are going to learn new. Similarly, in this interest, though it is very simple, it looks to you, know, there are a lot many things you have to learn. I will take that example and I will discuss. You write down all the pointers, whatever I said in your running notes. Quickly, I will take 2 or 3 minutes time for you. I will give 2 or 3 minutes time to write all the points I said. All of you ready? All of you start writing the points, whatever I said. Just whatever it comes in your mind, you start writing it, all the running notes. Shall we start quickly? All of you can make out. Right heading, just to give you a note. Time value of money. Yes. The chapter number 4, it is time value of money. Next one is, please do note, and these notes I will be circulating to all of you. Is that clear? Okay. But just pointers, just check it out, whatever I discussed so far, is it clear to you? Value of money changes over a period of time. All of you are there, the first point. Value of rupee 1 received today is more valuable than the same amount received in future. I told you, your granny's 1 rupee and today's 1 rupee is not same. Imagine 1 rupee more valuable than your 1 rupee, right? So your granny's 1 rupee. Similarly, your 1 rupee and after some years 1 rupee, then today's 1 rupee is more valuable. Then money can be invested in gold, it can be invested in land, it can be invested in deposits, stocks, shares, etc. This is the entire philosophy is also called as, it is the time preference for money. You want to have today's 1 rupee than tomorrow's 1 rupee. I hope all of you clear with this. Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? Excellent. Shall we proceed then? I was discussing to all of you. Please do answer. Everything is clear. You will be able to see the screen and everything clear, right? Okay, super. Student, I told you these notes will be circulated to you. Now I will go to the next one. Concept number 2. Concept 1 clear. Concept number 2. Interest. As I was mentioning to you, interest is the income to be received on the amount lent to the user of the money. In the example, 1 crore money you are kept in the bank. You deposited into bank. Whether banker will just keep like that? No. Banker will give that 1 crore to someone else who is in need. There is one new cashew factory is coming up. Let us consider. He applied for a loan. So banker will give that 1 crore to a particular cashew factory owner to run that cashew factory. Therefore, for him, let us consider the charge of interest is 15%. For you, it will give 10%. Therefore, for you as a lender of the money to the banker, you get an income consideration called as interest, right? As I said, rent is the income generated by the landlord for the usage of premises by the tenant. Similarly, like rental income, you get interest income. Like a landlord, you are the owner of that money of 1 crore, so you will get a consideration called interest. In simple words, interest is the income on money invested. It is the income on investment. All of you note this example. Any interest computation can be broadly classified as simple interest and compound interest. All of you agree with me? Any interest computation of 2 categories, SI and CI. I will take an example. Let us consider your deposit of 1 lakh. How much you deposit? 1 lakh. Let us look at how it's going to work. That 1 lakh rupee investment, how much is going to give you returns after 3 years, after 4 years. Assume 2 banks. First bank will give you SI 10% per annum. Here CI 10% per annum. Let us look at for 4 years. Deposit is 1 lakh. Okay. Can all of you tell me, or you can work out and tell me 10% on 1 lakh. What is the income? 10% on 1 lakh. Tell me 10% on 1 lakh. It is 10,000, right? I just write the other side here. 10% on 1 lakh, 10,000. So 1 lakh, 10% on that, 10,000. So it will become 1 lakh 10,000. It goes on for 4 years. 1 lakh 10,000. Tell me 10% second year is on what? It's again on 1 lakh. In simple interest, every time calculated on virginal sum. Every time calculated on virginal sum. This is called as P, principal. You may be knowing it. It is another 10,000 because it's again 10% on 1 lakh. So 1 lakh 20. Third year 10% on one, again 1 lakh, another 10,000 more, 1 lakh 30,000. What about the one more year? We'll do the fourth year, 10% on 1 lakh, 10,000 more, it is 1 lakh 40,000. Any confusion so far? No. All of you rightly answered. Shall we look at the other side? In compound interest, how it's going to happen? 10% on 1 lakh, deposit is 1 lakh, just like that, both the same case, it will be 10,000. So 1 lakh 10,000. I'll give a lot of time for you to understand that differences, but first you observe my working. 10% next time on what? 10% is it on 1 lakh or 1 lakh 10,000? Please do answer. It is 1 lakh 10,000. It will be 11,000. 1 lakh 21,000. 10% on 1 lakh 21,000. Fast calculator. 1 lakh 21,000 into 10% is 12,100. 1 lakh 33,100. Student, 10%. 10%. Next time it is on 1 lakh 33,100. 13,310. So is it 1 lakh 46,410? Fast, fast. Should use the calculator. Right. Super. So student, now I will ask you some basic questions. Please do answer. All of you are there. Please do answer some of the basic questions. What is your money invested in the first case? How much you invested in the first case? In the first case, your principal is 1 lakh. Your amount is what you get after fourth year, future money, future value. We call it as amount. Future value is called as what? Amount. Can you work out and tell me what is your income? What is your income? What is your SI? Here the income is called as SI. SI is A minus P. Quick. It is 40,000. Super. What about here? CI is equal to, this is A, this is P, 1,46,410. So A minus P, use calculator, 1,46,410 minus 1 lakh, so 46,410. Super. Students, with this example of SI, CI and amount for 4 years, you all have to tell me what did you understand? What are your observations? Just observe very carefully and let me know. What did you understand from this? Okay. Simple, see, compound interest gives more income than simple interest. Okay, I agree with you. Fourth year end, you can make out here CA is just 40, here 46,410. One observation that we all can make is CA is greater than SI for fourth year end. Then any other? CA is better than SI, agree. That's why in one of the notes which I'll explain to you, please do note, in the commercial world, the more appropriate interest logic is CI rather than SI. Because when it goes from, why it is? Because 1 lakh becomes 1 lakh 10. You did not withdraw the 10,000 interest, no? Banker, you can use that 1 lakh, banker, you can use that 10,000 also. Please do note, here interest is on only one component, that is called principal. Interest is on one component, please do observe, interest is on one component, that is called principal. All of you able to make out? Whereas here interest is on two component. One is on principal as usual, other one is on interest on your accrued interest. You did not take back, right? You can make out this example. You did not take back this 10,000. You did not know that whatever you got 10,000, it is there in the bank. So every time that interest accumulated, that's the reason the interest is calculated on accrued interest. Interest is on interest applicable in CI. Interest is only on principal, that is applicable in SI. In SI and CI, a major difference in SI is only on principal value. Here principal value as usual plus interest on interest. That's why it is compounding, means you get interest on interest. Baddi ke baddi, chakra baddi. Interest on interest called compound interest. Excellent. So I think you understood these two. Yeah. Any other major observations? One, we learned two things. One thing basically, CI is on. Okay, I think I can give you 2 pointers to all of you. One point, as you said, here we work out in the first category, we work out on only on the principal. Here it is principal and accrued interest. So 2 pointers we taken. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else you observed? Quick answer from your end. Shall I give one more new idea? Please do observe. Okay. Muhammad says very interesting. Simple interest is simple to calculate, easy to understand. Very good. I think most common words in your books. Simple interest, as the name says, it is simple. Compound interest, complicated. Very good. All right. Okay, I'll give one more. What is that first year end? First year end, what is the amount? 1 lakh 10. Principal is 1 lakh, 1 lakh same. Interest is 10,000, 10,000. Therefore, for first year, there is no difference. In year 1, your CI and SI are equal. Do you agree with me? All of you, please do make a comment in your chat box. So, in SI, there is a difference. In SI and CI, when you work out, for year 1, there is no difference. Any difference starts from year 2, year 3 onwards. Therefore, for first year in this working, first year, that answer remains same. Okay. Any other observations? If anyone tells correctly any new things identified by you, I'll give a nice chocolate to you. Quick, let us see. Let us see who is going to answer. Look at that workings once again. If you look at in the first category and second category, okay, CA is greater than SA in second year. I agree with you, Prabhu Aditya. All those I understood, because in the fourth year end we are written CA is greater than SA. Investment get doubles faster in CA. Super. You don't have to write. I will give that all pointers to you, so you will be able to make out. But my question is, every year in SI the income remains same. Very good. Here it changes. Super. Average rate of interest is more in CA. So many intelligent students are there. Excellent. But no, I'll just, some of you said this remains same every year, right? So I'll just give you the clue. If you tell correctly, I'll give a nice chocolate to you. Shall I quickly? Please make a note. 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10,000, 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 30, 1 lakh 40. When it comes here, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10, 1 lakh 21,000, 1 lakh 33, 100, 1 lakh 46, 410. What did you understand? Quick response from you. Okay, divisible, difference, WDV, SLM, multiple of 11. Okay. Did not get the correct answer from any of you. Okay. Value of money increases, decreases. Okay. Difference remains same. Okay. Chocolate, sorry, it remains with me again. Oh my God. Someone said, yeah. Lipi Gowda. Super answer. Lipi Gowda gets a nice chocolate. Lipi, are you there? Okay. Very happy about one answer. Okay, I just put it this way. Please do make a note. Whatever that money, 1 lakh. I'll write here. 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10,000, 1 lakh 20,000, 1 lakh 30,000, and so on. If you look at another side, 1 lakh becomes 1 lakh 10,000. That is in CI. See the way I'm writing. I'm slightly changing the way down. I'm writing, horizontally. 1 lakh 21,000, 1 lakh 33, 100. Please observe. Please observe once again. Please observe once again. Yes, some of you rightly said Omkar has a good answer. Okay. Is the difference same here? All of you please do answer. Is the difference same here? When difference is same, we call what progression is that? It is difference is 1000, 10,000, difference is 10,000, difference is 10,000. We call AP. What is AP? What is AP? All of you answer. It is arithmetic progression, not Adhika Prasangi, right? Okay. So this is AP. Is this GP? 1 lakh 10. How do you test GP? You have to divide, right? None of you said this, but you said GP actually. 1 lakh 10,000 by 1 lakh. Is it 1.1? Do here 1 lakh 21,000. You calculator. I don't know whether you brought the calculator today. 1 lakh 21,000 by 1 lakh 10,000. Is it GP? Is it 1.10? 1 lakh 21,000 by 1 lakh 10. 1 lakh 33,100 divided by 1 lakh 21,000. Okay. Right. Super. GP. Right. Students, this follows AP. The next one component is GP. Probably this new thing to you. You might have learned a lot of problems, but I always say this. If you don't try beyond a level, you will never grow. If the chapter remains same, you have to apply your mind in different ways. There's a lot to learn. That's what the point and message to all of you. So please note, the first one is about your simple interest workings, all about that amount. If you write series of amount in SI follows AP, series of amount in CI follows GP. This is what you have to note. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone? Shall we move further? Please do answer. So I told finally I told you, I think, couple of pointers to you. SI logic and CI logic you understood. CI greater than SI you understood in any number of years. But for first year, CI and SI are same. Series of amount in SI, that logic follows a dash. Someone said it is not understood about the GP calculation, geometry progression calculation. See, in the arithmetic progression, you have to check is the difference same. How do you check the difference? Second minus first. 1 lakh 10 minus 1 lakh 10,000. 1 lakh 20 minus 1 lakh 10,000, 10,000. So difference same AP. Here ratio means in the compound interest, when you say GP, it is the ratio. What is the ratio? Second term, not minus, divide. 1 lakh 10,000 by 1 lakh. You will get 1.10. Calculator. Now third term, consecutive, third term by second term, 1 lakh 21,000 by 1 lakh 10. You still get 1.10. 1 lakh 33,100 divided by 1 lakh 21,000. You end up with still 1.10. Therefore, we understood, we realized that the ratio remains same. It is GP. Okay. Shall we go further now? Okay. I have taken in the same example. Any interest calculation, all of you able to make out? This will be circulated to you. I want you to write this all the pointers, but not now. You can take later. Any interest calculation can be broadly classified as simple interest and compound interest. Let us consider that example. Deposit of 1 lakh. 10,000 is on this. 1 lakh into 10%. You'll get the same example explained there. 10% on 1 lakh. 10% on 1 lakh. You will get 10,000, 10,000 every time. Fourth year end, you will get 1 lakh 40, whereas here you get 1 lakh 46,410. But here you calculate on what? Here it is calculated 10% on 1 lakh. Next time calculated 10% on 1 lakh 10,000. Please do note. Next calculated 10% on 1 lakh 21,000. 10% on 1 lakh 33,100. Like that, each year amount you are going to get. Is this clear to everyone? Everyone understood the working so far? Okay. So please note the observations. Please write the observations or make the observation. 1A, SI is calculated on always some principal P every year, whereas here CA is calculated on increased amount, which is principal plus interest, which we discussed just now. Compound interest is greater than simple interest. There is no difference in amount or interest for first year. Whether all of you agree? Whether all of you agree with the third point? In the first year, there is no difference. It remains same, whether it's your income part or it's the amount part. Okay. Series of amount on SI logic follows AP 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10,000, 1 lakh 20,000, 1 lakh 30,000. So the difference is same. It is 10,000. D is called common difference. Same when you took 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10, 1 lakh 21,000. The ratio remains same as I discussed earlier. Ratio remains same. All right. I think now the time has come to take all the pointers before we go to the working. And once you have taken all this, I'll be able to explain you simple interest in detail. Is that okay, students? Okay. Any formula you learned so far? Simple interest formula? Any formula you learned? You remember any formula? Simple interest formula? Okay. Please do answer. Yes, PTR by 100. Excellent. All this I will take. I'll slightly change the formula. Yeah, I call it as PTR by 100 as I use it as PNI. And we'll use that same in the entire chapter. There could be annuity, any depth of problems. We use 3 letters, PNI. Is that okay? Is that okay? So that you will not use the terms again and again with different one, because for SI different, CI different, and annuity different. Everywhere we'll use the same. Okay. So what I will do is I will give you a small puzzle to you now, and then I will give a short break to you for 5 minutes. And within that 5 minutes, you take all these pointers. Is that okay? And you can take a photocopy of it and you can start writing it. All of you understood this topic so far? All the topics so far, whichever I covered, please do answer. Something new you learned today? Okay, very clear. Excellent. And as usual, I will, whenever I ask the puzzle, who tells the first one is going to get the prize. And quickly, who is going to tell the first, right? Okay. Super. Shall we? Laddu. Okay, no problem. Harif wants laddu, it seems, no problem. Okay, I'll give the time, in the gap, I'll give the time for you to write down everything. Once you have written this, I'll go to the formula. Now, the entire working discussion is about simple interest and the formula on that. Right. Super. Students, my discussion goes this way. My puzzle goes, short puzzle. Quickly you have to answer. Yeah, observations, all those pointers I will give it to you again, Anaga. Okay, students, my puzzle to all of you who is going to get the first one. Hope that all of you are fastest fingers on the chat box. In the train, there were some soldiers and captains. Repeat again. There were some soldiers and captains. But it is observed that for every 15 soldiers, there is one captain. For every 15 soldiers, there is one captain. Altogether, soldiers and captains, everyone put together, there were 240 members, including soldiers and captains. Quickly answer to me, how many captains were there? Fast. Question got over. Okay, wait. Okay, super. Many have answered that. I think Abhi Naik, I think he's going to get the chocolate. Is going to get the chocolate. Many have answered, but Abhi Naik, are you there? Oh my God, so many have answered. Are you there? Abhi Naik, Naik Abhi. Oh my God, so much. Too good. You are all very, very good. Excellent. Shall I tell the, I know everyone answered, but Abhi Naik is the person who is going to get that answer. Congratulations to all you answered, but I have to pick only one student, and today's student is Abhi Naik, who answered very quickly. Okay. Abhi Naik at 1960, some numbers is there, 960 number is there. Okay, super. Most of, in the beginning, most of you answered as 16, but answer is 15. Who and all are told 15? Please do answer. Who and all are told 15? Easy question. Anaga says that's why she did not answer. Many of you not answered, not your level. No? Your level is different only. Nimma level question alla. Okay, super. So the solution is for every 15 soldiers, there is one captain, and 15 soldiers, one captain, and together it should be how much? Then total how many? 15 plus 1. In this, if there is a troop or group, 15 soldiers, one captain means 16 people. I told altogether 240. Most of you did 240 divided by 15. You got 16 as the answer. You should divide by 16. Your answer is 15. You will get, because for 15 soldiers, one captain. That means in the group there are 16. This 240 is linked here. 240 into 1 divided by 16 you do. You will get 15 captains. Or in other words, you can do like this. If you do here 225 soldiers, 225 soldiers, and 15 captains, 225 plus 15, 240. Super. So 225 soldiers, 15 captains, and total 240 members. You might have tried. Excellent, 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 excellent. So shall we take a small break? All of you are enjoying the chapter called Time Value of Money? Yes, excellent. So what we will do is now, I will give a break to you for 5 minutes. It's 9:35. We'll be back again with the more workings, more interesting question. Please do take this time value of money initial parts. Then after a little time, I'll be scrolling to the, after 3-4 minutes, I'll be scrolling to you the observation part. You have to take these both. So all of you take this. All of you take this. And a little later, I will scroll this to the interest computation. We'll go for concept number 4. All of you go for concept number 4. As we discussed with that earlier example, concept 4 is basically working of simple interest. And what does it mean? All of you are able to hear me? Please do answer. All of you are able to hear me? All of you are back again with that tea break or chai break? Observe. Okay, super. So I was mentioning to you the observations. With the observations we learned, we'll take one by one. Next one is concept number 4, simple interest meaning. There are 2-3 points you have to note in simple interest. It is the interest on principal only. I repeat again, it is the interest on principal only. It is only on the original sum. It is not on interest on interest. That is not, there's only in compound interest. So it is on the outstanding principal. For example, if I take 10 lakh deposit, say let us consider 2 years end, you have withdrawn 2 lakhs. Then you have to work out for the third year, the interest is not on 10 lakh because it is not there in bank, right? Whatever in the bank, and that banker will give. So the original sum 10 lakh without any interest you have to do in the simple interest logic, but you have withdrawn 2 lakh. Therefore, next time it is calculated on 8 lakh. That's what it says, outstanding principal. If the 10 lakh, assume that 2 lakh is added. Today you invest 10 lakh. For 2 years, what interest you get? Let us consider 5% per annum SI. You get 10% more. 5% into 2 is 10%. So 10 lakh, 10% is 1 lakh. So 1 lakh, 10 lakh plus 1 lakh becomes 11 lakh. Next, assume in the second year end, 2 lakh is added. Then how do you work it out? Then your principal for third year will be 10 lakh plus 2 lakh, 12 lakh, On the 12 lakh, third year interest is computed. So we learnt one important thing on the outstanding principal and not on interest on previously earned. So interest on interest is not there. As I said, the same point here repeated, no interest paid on interest earned during the term of the loan. In the 2 year, 3 year, whatever interest is there, on that there is no interest to you. Hope all of you clear with this example. So it's very simple. Shall we go for simple interest formula now? Okay. Shall we go for simple interest formula? Please do answer. If you don't answer after the drinks break, then it is means something else. Okay, you are answering. Okay. Some students don't want to answer after the drinks break. Okay. Right. Hope all of you had nice tea. Okay. Excellent. Please note, SI, your earlier formula, PTR by 100, whatever, that I slightly changed. I will take P, no change in that. I will take that term as number of years. I will take R by 100, I will 8 by 100. I can write it as 0.08, right? Decimal. If it is 15 by 100, I can write 0.15. Therefore, you can make that interest rate in decimal. I will call it as PNI. I means I is nothing but R by 100. Therefore, now onwards, I use three letters. One is P, one is N, one is I. I repeat again. I use three letters. One is P, one is N, one is I throughout the chapter. Everywhere I will use these three letters only. So that is about SI. So all of you write in your chat box quickly. Our SI formula is what? Three letters. One capital letter, two small letters. All of you write. Where are you? Okay. Everyone written? Super. Student, now I will take the next one. Let us look at this example. Deposit of 1 lakh, you get an amount. You can, what was the amount in the earlier example? 1,40,000. Is that clear to everyone? We got 1,40,000. So in this example, all of you please do note, in this example, what you have 1,40,000, can we also look at this way? Principal plus SI, because you know the simple interest is 40,000, investment is 1 lakh, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 4 times 40,000. So 1 lakh plus your income of 40,000 will give amount. Therefore, the other formula what we do is amount formula. A is equal to, I'll write here, A is equal to P plus SI. 1 lakh plus 10,000 4 times 40,000 will give you 1,40,000. So A is equal to P plus SI. You can do any combination. SI is equal to A minus P, whatever. But amount is what you get future. P is equal to principal. SI is equal to total income. For 3 years 30,000, 4 years 40. That is SI. SI is the total income. I small letter I, interest rate in decimal form. Okay. Please note, little maths. P plus, what is SI formula? What is SI formula? What is SI formula? We just learned it is PNI. P plus PNI. Very good. Can we take P common outside? Can we take P outside? Yes. What remains here? 1. P outside NI. Therefore, finally we arrived or derived A is equal to P into 1 plus NI. So, we learnt 3 formulae finally. This is one formula. This is next formula. This is another formula. Will all of you take down? Will all of you take down quickly? Please do write quickly. SI is equal to PNI. A equals P plus SI. P plus PNI. Finally, it simplifies to P into 1 plus NI. I'll explain what is N, what is I, what is P. I know I'm a bit slow, but I want you to note down everything. I want you to get complete hold on this chapter. You have to get that 35-40% weightage full here. Yes. So please, all of you, take this. What does it indicates? What does it indicates? P indicates principal or present. Today you deposit 1 lakh into bank, no? Today you deposit 1 lakh into bank, right? That principal or present is this. Rate of interest in decimal, that whatever is there 10 by 100, 8 by 100, that in decimal if you write, that is I. N is equal to number of years. Take down small letter n is equal to number of years. A is equal to total amount. P is present, whereas A is equal to future amount or future value. After some years, what money you get, that is amount. Today, how much you put into bank, that is P present. Is it clear to everyone? Everyone understood this? Okay. Shall you go further? Okay. We'll work out a problem here. Question number 1. This, as I said, along with the theoretical parts, these questions will be sent to you. Deposit 1 lakh rupee in a bank which offers 12% per annum SI for 6 years. Find SI and amount. All of you refer again. I deposit 1 lakh in a bank which offers 12% per annum SI. SI means simple interest for 6 years. Find the SI, simple interest, that income is how much, amount is how much. Okay, shall we work out, students? Quickly do answer to me. Shall we work out? Shall we? Okay. Students, what is the principal given to you? Principal is 1 lakh. N is how many years? 6 years. N is equal to 6 years, you can make out. What about interest rate? 12%. How do you write 12%? All of you should use calculator. Whether all of you have calculator with you, please do answer to me. Whether you have calculator with you, is there with you right now? Yes. So anything that percentage, no, that you write in decimal. 12% means 12 by 100, 0.12. 15% 0.15. 5%, is it 0.5? This is what the mistake will do. Is it 5%, 0.5? No. 5% is not 0.5. It is 0. All of you, don't worry. 5 by 100 you do. It is 0.05. Therefore, anything from 1 to 9, no, you write 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 8, 0, 9. Then 10 onwards, it will not be a problem to you. Therefore, I think you understood this. Better you use calculator. Okay, let us substitute here. What is the SI? What is the amount? There are two methods to do. SI is equal to one method. I'll write again in the new one. P 1 lakh. N is equal to 6. I is equal to 0.12. I have to work out SI. Tell me. SI is equal to PNI. Working or substituting. P value 1 lakh. I know that you all know that. N is equal to 6. 0.12. Use calculator. It is 72,000. Amount is equal to, you know, A is equal to P plus SI. Have you written this? Please do answer to me. So your deposit is 1 lakh plus 72,000. You arrive at finally 1,72,000. Simple question. GGB question, chillare question to you. Okay. Students, let us also work out under the another formula. Please try that formula. If that formula is good, you can take, otherwise put in dustbin. A is equal to P into, what is the other formula? 1 plus N. I want you to learn that multiplication, etc. P 1 lakh, 1 plus, what is the value of N? Quick. What is the value of N? What is the value of N? No answer from you, fast. 6. What is the value of I? 0.12. See, there's something called as BODMAS rule. All of you know BODMAS, DMAS, brackets, BOD, B. Operations are of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. It so happens, should I take 1 plus 6 or 6 into 0.12? Multiply, then add. You know that, but still I'll repeat it. 6 into 0.12, calculator. 6 into 0.12, it is 0.72. So it becomes 1.72 into 1 lakh, 1 lakh into 1.72. So multiply it, 1,72,000. Okay, all of you know this, right? I'll give one more new idea. How many of you know your calculator knows, listen carefully, your calculator knows simple interest and compound interest calculation? Your assistant calculator knows all those. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, all of you are there. Your simple interest knows all this calculation straight away. You want to know? You want to know how much brilliant your calculator is? That's what I always say. CA Institute, I don't know why people call CA is a difficult course. No. In your, especially in the quant, math, stats and reasoning, you have questions and you have 4 answers. Questions and you have multiple choice, right? Also, calculator is allowed. You know, in some competitive exams, calculators are not allowed. Calculators are not allowed. And you are lucky to have that calculator, and still you people call, not you, other student call difficult. No, it's not. Okay. One new thing which your calculator knows, I'll tell you. Tell me, what is the percentage of interest? Fast. What is the percentage of interest? Quick. What is the percentage of interest? 12%. How many years? 6. Okay. What they will do, banker? They will add interest. No, correct? No, listen carefully. Look at what I have written. 1 lakh you deposit. Banker will add 12% into 6. Multiply straight away. 12% into 6 is how much? 72%. Do this much only. Calculator. 1 lakh plus 72%. Fast. All of you do. 1 lakh plus 72%. Quick. You have to use this symbol. Don't do any adhika prasanga there. Just to do that 1 lakh plus 72%. If you are happy, you can clap. Your calculator knows so much. Is it clear? Okay, okay. Understood, no? I'll give one more example. You deposit 5,40,000. You deposit how much? 5,40,000. Assume banker is offering to you 8% for 7 years. %8 for, oh. Jindra. %8 for 7 years. Okay, 8% for 7 years is how much percentage? Please help me. 8% for 7 years. How much percentage? 8% into 7, 56%. Your work is to do only this much. Someone said 54. Oh my God. That much you should do. No, please. 5,40,000 plus 56%. What is your answer? 5,40,000 plus symbol. Don't press, some E or GT, no. Plus symbol, 56% symbol equals 5,40,000 plus 56. Is it 8,42,400? Yes. Like this you can do in SA, not in CA. CA you have another idea, which I will tell you later. So we learned your calculator knows so much and you don't have to worry at all. Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? Please tell me. Okay. Therefore, definitely this chapter is damn score easy and you don't have to worry. It is so much easy. Just you have to use calculators and your all options and little ideas. That's it. Okay. So finally, we end up with which question here? 12% per annum, 6 years. What is the SI? We worked out 12% into 6 will be 72,000 and the amount should be 1 lakh plus 72, 1 lakh 72. Right answer is B. B for Bengaluru. RCB. Okay. B for Bengaluru. Shall we go? B for Bombay. Okay. Shall we go for 7th question? B for Bipasha Basu. Correct. Let us go to 7th question. Oh, sorry, 2nd question. Shall we? Question number 2 on your screen. What sum of money invested today will become rupees 6 lakh? Hope all of you are reading. At the end of 3 years, 8 months. At the end of 3 years, 8 months. 6.25% per annum. I repeat once again. What sum of money invested today will become rupees 6 lakh? At 3 years, 8 months. 6.25% per annum. Students, I will explain you slowly. What and all are given? Please write. Question number 2. Write in your notebook. What and all given? P is given 6 lakh. Simple. Do you know I? 6.25%. You don't break your head too much. Calculator is there. 6.25 divided by 100. Fast. How much you are getting? 6.25 divided by 100. First. 6.25 divided by 100. Where are you? Boys and girls. 0.0625. Okay. 0.625 or 0.0625. Very good. Someone, Bhumika, you have to be careful. You typed 0.625. 6.25 divided by up to 10, no, 0.06 will come. Okay. Now question, is this 6 lakh principal or amount? Please do answer. What sum of money invested today will become rupees 6 lakh? Is that 6 lakh today's money or future money? How much you have to deposit today? How much you have to put money today so that in later it becomes 6 lakh? It is not today, it is not present, it is not principal. Then what? It is amount. It is future value, it is amount. It is amount. Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? So amount is given to you. Amount is 6 lakh, I is 0.0625. So your work is N. N is equal to what? Please do answer. N is equal to 3 years, 8 months. 3 years, 8 months. Will you tell me how do you go about 3 years, 8 months? Okay. N is, let us look at what we learned earlier. N is it in what? Number of, all of you answer, number of what? Months, days, what? N is in years. Therefore, I have to convert this into years. This is where you get struck. I will explain you here. A is equal to 6 lakh. N is equal to 3 years, 8 months. All of you are there. N is equal to 3 years, 8 months. Okay. N is equal to, how do you convert that months into year? 3 years. How do you convert months into years fast? Tell me, 6 months is how many year? Is it half year? Is it 0.6 year? 6 months is equal to how many year? 6 months is it equal to how many year? Half year, right? How do you get that half year? 6 months by number of months, 12 months. Therefore, you want to convert anything into years, that months you have to divide by number of months in a year. Therefore, 8 months, I can write 8 by 12. So it becomes 3 plus, calculator, 8 by 12, 4 2s are 4, 3s are 2 by 3. Is it 0.666666? No answer from you. Taka you have to do. Okay, this becomes 3.6666 years. You can take 4 decimal places. 6 is always preferred, and I always prefer 6 or more. I'll write 6. N you are written, A you are written, I you are written. What was I? How much is I? I is equal to 6.25%. I is equal to 0.0625. 0.0625. With all this working, we need to work out what is the value of how much money you have to deposit today. How much you have to put money today in the bank, right? So, what is the question? Question is P is equal to what? Shall we work out? A is equal to P into 1 plus Ni. Any doubt in this? Because A is given, we know the amount formula. Amount is equal to 6 lakh. P we don't know. 1 plus N value 3.6666. I'll take 6 places. I is equal to 0.0625. 6 lakh. P 1 plus. Can all of you work out this and let me know? All of you work out this and let me know. 3.66666 time type multiply this first into 0.0625. What is the answer? Into 0.0625. What is the answer? Is it 0.229125? Please do answer, everyone. Okay. 229, how much? You have to multiply 3.666666 into 0.0625. Tell me last, here multiply these two and tell me. 229 166. Okay, 229 166. 16625. Okay, no problem. Now finally your work is 6 lakh. P, all of you consider this 1.229 16625. That's okay, whatever you get. You divide and tell me last final answer. P is equal to what? 6 lakh divided by 1.229 16625. Is it 4 lakh 88 135? Is it 4 lakh 88 135? Nearer, you may get some decimal, that's okay. Will you get 4 lakh 88 135 first? Please do answer. Will you get 4 lakh 88 135? Yes. Slight difference is okay. So 4 lakh 88 135. Which one will take? Which one will take? 4 lakh 88 135. Which one we should take? Please do answer. 4 lakh 88 85 is there? No, not correct. 4 lakh 88 162. 4 lakh 88 450. None of this. Please do answer. Very interesting. All of you, please do answer. 4 lakh 88 162, 4 lakh 88 450, and none of this. Quick. Some of you typed none of this, or most of you have typed none of this. Okay. Shall I answer? Okay. The answer is 4 lakh 88 162. Surprise? Why it is so? Because you are not getting correct answer. 4 lakh 88 150 we got. 135 we got. Okay. This is an interesting thing which I wanted to tell all of you. Suppose if at all you have taken 2 decimal places in that, you would have got exactly 488 150. That when you take that 3 years 8 months, if you take 3 years 8 by 12.66, if you get 2 decimal place, you get 488 or 130, whatever that you get correctly, 162 you may get. Since we have taken extra, we got finally 4,88 135. In the examination, all of you please make a note, in the examination, should we take the option B or D? This confusion will remain in this chapter throughout for many students. So I will tell you a nice thing to all of you. What is our question now? What is our doubt? What is the doubt? First, is it B or D? Is it bonda or is it dosa? Correct now? Okay. I am explaining why that option. See, the difference of some numbers, 40, 50, whatever that number, here you got around 27 number. This difference is expected to happen in this chapter. Listen carefully. Small differences are expected to happen in this chapter. The reason is you might have taken 2 digit, another friend of yours might have taken 4 digit, 6 digit, 8 digit. Accordingly, you get different answer. We never know the question paper setter has taken 2 digit, 4 digit. Therefore, please make a note. When you get an answer, you have to go for nearer, not none of this. That's what I always say. In this chapter, you have to choose the most appropriate answer. Because you did not get some exact answer, you cannot go for none of this. No. In this chapter, differences are expected to come. That's why don't go for none of this, go for one of the above. One of this you have to go. That's why it's not none of this. What is this word none of this? Okay, this I will explain. What is this word none of this? The word none of this means here the actual answer is really none of this. That's very far away. That's not even very close to it. Assume that you got 4,50,000 something, and you have very different answer. Then only you have to go for none of this, not for few tens or 20s or even sometimes hundreds based on that amounts given. You should not go for none of this. You have to go for one of this. Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear? Is that clear to everyone? First, so it's not none of this. What is that? One of this. You have to go for nearer one. Yeah, in this chapter particularly. Yeah, this chapter only. Not in other chapter. Other chapter you will get accurate. Otherwise, you can go for conclusions. None of this. But here you have answer 4,88 135 which you got, and you have 4,88 160. 4,88 you have two answers. One answer is 162. One answer is 450. So 162 is the right answer. Is this clear to everyone? Please do answer to me. Let me know. Okay. So what it is the understanding then? In this chapter, difference you are going to get. You have to be careful when you work it out. You cannot go for none of this. Okay. I deposit rupees 8 lakh for 6 years 73 days. In many of the accounts question, particularly not here, in accounting you will get this. What do you get? That 73 days ka. Any special? Anyone note that why it is special 73 days? Okay. Look at in accounting, especially there is a chapter called Bill of Exchange. Now, if it is 8 months, you divide by 12. Can anyone tell me 73 days divided by how many days in a year? Okay, how many days in a year? Okay, very fundamental basic question. Super. How many days in a year? All of you, right? Intelligent are you are all. Okay. Is it exactly 365? Or is 365 days, 6 hours? Okay. Let us not go to that leap year and 365 days, that 6 hours extra. It's in fact 365.25. But we will take it as 365 days. That's it. And leap year though it is 366 days. So 73 ones are 73 fives are. You know the tables? 73, 1 by 5. That's why quite often they give you in chapter of Bill of Exchange 73 days, 146 days, etc. You don't have to break your head. Your calculator will give 73 by 365.20. Hope all of you are clear with this. So if they are given in months, you have to divide by 12. If they given in days, you have to divide by how many days in a year? 365 days. Okay. So let's look at this question. I deposit 8 lakh for 6 years 73 days at 9.5% per annum. Find the amount, find the simple. This is a very simple question. Okay, I'll just want you to take. I deposit 8 lakh. So today my deposit P is equal to 8 lakh. Fast, all of you write down. N is equal to 6 years 73 days. How do you take it? Then 6 plus this you have to convert into year. 73 by 365. Is it 6 plus 0.2? Fast. Let me know. 6.20. Interest rate is 9.5%. Hello. 9.5%. How do we do it? 9.5 by 100, no? So calculator. 9.5 by 100. Is it 0.95 or 0.095? 0.95 or 0.095? 0.095. Up to 10 you have to write 0.01, 02. Okay. Find amount, find SI. There are two methods. One method is work out SI, PNI. A is equal to P plus SI. All of you work out this. Tell me your answer. What is your amount? What is your SI? First they have asked you amount, then they have asked you SI. You have to be very careful. What is the amount? What is the SI? Is the amount 12,71,200? What is the interest? What is the interest? Is it 4,71,200? Please do answer to me. So 12,71,200 and the other one is 4,71,200. Correct? Not? Yes, correct. Very good. So what is the conclusive answer now? A for Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, C for Chopra, B for Bipasha Basu, D for Deepika Padukone. First, what is the right answer? I'm not telling you write whichever your favorite. Which answer you get here is important. All right. The right answer is B. You will get amount and SI. Hope all of you got the amount. Amount you get 12 lakhs. Amount you get, you invest 8 lakh. Okay, 8 lakh plus what is the amount and what is the SI? Okay. What is the SI you get? As you said, the amount is 12,71,200. Okay, correct. Amount is 12,71,200. SI is 4,71,200. You don't have that, so answer is D. Right. I'm sorry, I got confused. Amount is and SI. If it has given SI first and amount next, what is SI? What is amount? Then you would have ticked SI is 4,71,200. Amount is 12,71,200. So your here amount is given and SI is given. This cannot be this cannot be BRC. You cannot go for nearer here. Please note, amount first given, SI next given. SI should be next one. Okay. So final answer, your amount is 12,71,200. Your SI is 4,71,200. You have to be very careful here. If it was 1, 2, then you could have concluded here. It's actually 2, 1 is there. Here answer none of this. I repeat, as I have written here, you can make out 12,71,200 and 4,71,200 should be the answer. You don't have that answer in anywhere. Therefore, your right answer choice is D. This could have been correct if it is 1, 2. It is 21 is there. It's not correct. Here interest is given first. It should be A and then SI. Okay. Shall we go for next one? So last answer, concluding answer for 3, it is D. A money invested today, question number 4 on your screen, important question. A money invested today will become double itself in 8 years time. Find the rate of simple interest charged. All of you read again. Quickly, all of you read again. Money invested today will become double itself in how many years? 8 years time. Find the rate of simple interest charged. Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed? Okay. Students, money becomes double in 8 years time. Find the rate of interest. Let me know what is the money principal, how much? What you will take? Principal we don't know. We'll call X. That's okay. We'll call P. Fine, no problem. As some of you said, I will take P is equal to what? I will take P only. X, any letter. A is equal to, don't tell A now, double. The money becomes double. Money becomes double means your money 500 becomes 1000. So P becomes what? 2P, right? You can take X, that's okay. Letter is okay. P to A, P you got, A you got, N is equal to 8, I is equal to what? Shall we solve? There are two methods to solve. One method is going by A formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus Ni. 2P is equal to P into 1 plus 8I. Just I am substituting here. A you check, P as it is. You know that 1 plus 8I, non-math students, when you bring P here, into P will be divided, no? 2P by P. What is the result? 2P by B. PP get cancelled. So 1 plus 8I is equal to 2. What about then 1 plus 8I is equal to 2. Please note 8I is equal to 1 will be this side, 2 minus 1. 8I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1 divided by 8. Is it 0.125? Please do answer. Whether all of you got I is equal to 0.125? Yes. But that is in decimal. But you know the practice of rate of interest is always in percentage. For us, I we write in decimal. But actually in the any question, the rate of interest is not in decimal, it is in percentage. Multiply by 100. What's your answer? Is it 12.5%? Is it 12.5%? Quick, some response from you. Okay. This is one method. Other method is you take A is equal to 2P, P is equal to P. What is SI? Income is the difference of what you get and what you invested, right? 1 lakh, that example, 1 lakh becomes 1 lakh 40. So the difference is 40,000. So A minus P, if you go by this, 2P minus P, what is 2P minus P? P. Go for SI formula. SI is equal to P. In the place of SI, I will write PNI is equal to P. PP cancel. Or in the next step, I will write. Okay. P, what is the value of N? How many years? 8. I don't know. I'm finding out. Now PP can you cancel like this? Because divide, no? So 8I is equal to, when you divided P by P, is it 0 or 1? Confusion many times. P by P, it is 1. I is equal to 1 by 8. So 0.125, 12.5%. That is the conclusion. Student, you know all this. Final answer, as you said, 12.5%. I'll give one more nice shortcut to all of you. Listen carefully. I will not repeat this. All of you are there with me? Excited to know shortcut? I just solved it in two methods. This much time you don't have to take. Solving always takes more time. And to solve, there are many books which is going to help you. I'm going to give you a nice shortcut. Shall I? Top secret. Yeah, only for our students. When we do this calculation of double, triple like that, you have to take this shortcut in this method. Money become triple, double, 5 times. You take your deposit is 100 because I want that answer in percentage, no rate of interest, etc. So take 100, all the problem. Amount becomes how much? Please do answer. Amount becomes how much? Money, 100 rupee you have in your pocket, you put into bank. Money becomes what? Double itself. So it becomes 200. So 100 rupee if you put, it becomes double means 200. What is your profit? What is your income? Hello, where are you all? Please do answer in the chat. 100 becomes 200. Where is your income? How much is your profit? 100. To get that, you took how many years time? 8 years, no? Divided by the difference divided by 8. That's all you have to do. 100 by 8. What is your answer? 100 by 8. Calculator, I don't have. You have it, no? 12.5. But note, please note. If this is in years, this is in percentage. If this is in years given, obviously given years, you will get in percentage. If they give percentage, you will get in years. All of you there, please respond to me. I am not been able to make out. Are you able to follow? How come it is 1.25? 100 by 8 is 12.5. Everyone understood? Okay. I repeat once again. In this method, you have to take 100 only, no other number. This is a shortcut. It will become double 200. Your profit is 100. To get that, you have waited 8 years. 100 by 8 will give you 12.5. This is in years, this is in percentage. Super. Many of you are clapping. Excellent. Don't tell anyone. Shortcut. Top secret. Okay. Students, I will give you one more thing to you. I'll give one more thing to you. Assume the money becomes triple. Money becomes triple. Triple at, let us assume, at 20 years. Okay. What is the rate of interest? Money become triple in triple in 20 years. What is the rate of interest? Student, apply my method. Deposit is 100. It becomes 300. Triple means 300. What is your profit? Fast. What is your profit? 100 become 300. What is your profit? Please do answer. 200. To get that, how many years you waited? 20 years. So 200 by 20. I get 10. If this is in years, this is in percentage. Suppose if I ask you a question, this is at 20%, then this answer is in years. That way you have to. Either one is in years, other required answer in percentage, or if they given in percentage, required answer in years. I think you understood. I hope that you understood the chapter of time value of money. I always say this. I just want to close what and all we learned. We learned about go to this. Okay. We learned time value of money. We learned something called time value of money. And time value of money has 3 pointers I have taken. After, what is that? Where do you invest? How do you relate with the time? And it's called time preference for money. I took a concept of interest. There are many techniques. We discussed about interest, post about computation of interest, and we learned something new about AP and GP in the interest chapter, very new to many of you. We discussed about the meaning. We learned about the formulae. We worked out some problems on simple interest. I have to move further, which I am going to discuss in the next class. But before going concluding, I want to just say this, student, for you also. No, the things are not in your favor many times, corona, etc., etc. But please note, time flashes like anything. What is important to all of us is to make the best use of time. Don't prepare for 35%, 40% weightage of this chapter. Prepare or learn, understand how important the time is about. Because it's not just for 35%, 40% marks weightage. In our life as well, time is such an asset, such an important thing that all of you have to know how to utilize well. That's what time in your economics, if I have to relate, it has an abundant demand, my dear student, but restricted supply. Only this much time is there. You do the best, and all you have. I know that all of you become chartered accountant. Time value comes when you become chartered accountant. It's not that after so many years. So earlier it is better. With that note, I want to conclude today's session. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Tomorrow I'll be coming back. These notes will be circulated. Hope you enjoyed my today's session with a good notes that you have, and I'm going to share these notes to you. Thank you. Good day. Enjoy the day, and whatever we discussed, you make a note of it. And tomorrow I'll be coming with more ideas, more shortcut. You have to bring calculator. I'll be checking your calculator whether you have or not. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.